7s for Franchise Frenzy created by TheHORRORman and Horrific Nightmares JM. I am down to 14 franchises. So coming in at number 14 is Amityville: A New Generation. I liked some stuff about it, and I liked the cast, except that the one guy looked way too much like Dermot Mulroney. Terry O'Quinn was great, and Lynn Shay was especially great, but I didn't really like the story. I didn't really like the stuff with the mirror. I did like the demon paintings though. 13, Leprechaun Origins. No resemblance to the other Leprechaun movies really, but it was alright. The Leprechaun could have been played by anybody though. I'm not really familiar with Mr. Hornswoggle because I haven't really watched wrestling in years, but if I was excited about him playing the Leprechaun, I would have been disappointed. At number 12, I've got Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, and I probably should have ranked this higher, but too late now. This is one of my least favorite in the series for some reason. I like parts of it, but most of it just bores me. I don't really find the characters that interesting. At number 11, I've got Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. I really liked the first half of the movie, then it kind of started losing me a little bit, but it was cool to recognize stuff from the game, which I've never played that much of. At the number 10 spot, I've got Children of the Corn: Revelation. I thought this one was pretty good. I like the atmosphere, the cinematography, lighting, set design. I like the main actress. The kids were creepy, and I liked it being set in the rundown condo. Number 9, Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension. I liked this one, but I thought the effects were a little overdone, both the visual effects and the sound effects. This one kind of jumped the shark for me, but the performances were good, and they at least had a good reason for keeping the camera on and with them. Number 8, Tremors: Shrieker Island. I don't like this ending. I like the island setting. It had a good cast. I thought John Heder was a good addition, however you say his name. It was pretty well made, but not as much humor as some of the other ones. But I don't like the ending. I do not accept the ending. And number 7, I've got The Exorcist Believer. I really like this one. It would have ranked higher, but I feel like I wouldn't really rewatch it much because it was kind of sad and haunting, but it held my interest the whole way through. I did find parts of it creepy. I don't have kids, but in real life, hearing about missing kids is really chilling, so I like that aspect of it. I like that they involve several different faiths in the exorcism scene. I thought Leslie Odom Jr. was fantastic as the lead. Ellen Burstyn was great. I really liked the score. At number 6, I've got Saw 3D, or Saw the Final Chapter, whatever you call it. I thought this one had a really interesting premise with the guy lying about being a victim, although all the people he was supposed to save were super annoying. I like that it had Chad Donella as a detective. I like that Carrie Elwes was back, although I kind of saw the twist with him coming. I was still rooting for Hoffman. He did a good job sewing his face up. At number 5, I've got Prometheus. I thought this would have ranked higher, but I was tired when I watched it, and I hadn't seen it in a while, and I didn't quite like it as much this time, but it still has some great moments. Charlize Theron and Michael Fassbender are great. I forgot Idris Elba was in this. That surgery scene is awesome. At number 4, I've got Annabelle Comes Home. I saw someone describe this movie as Adventures in Babysitting as a horror movie, and I really like that. It does have kind of a YA horror feel. I liked all the kids. I like the time period. You still get a little Ed and Lorraine in there. This is my favorite of the Annabelle movies. Number 3 is Texas Chainsaw. I liked this when it came out, but I haven't watched it since, but I can appreciate it more now. I thought it was a really solid sequel if you don't overthink it. At number 2, I've got Halloween H2O. It's been a while since I watched this one. I really enjoyed rewatching it. It's fun. Everybody looks so young. And for my number one, I've got Wes Craven's New Nightmare. This movie is amazing. Heather Langenkamp is phenomenal. I love all the meta stuff. I love John Saxon. I love the tone of this movie. I love the story. I've always liked this one, but I especially enjoyed rewatching it this time. And I think this might be my favorite sequel. So that's my ranking. Check out the other people participating. And until next time, keep on creeping on. Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot.